Hello, welcome to 7 Acre Homestead. My name is Pamela, and I'm so glad you joined me here. I am a soon-to-be empty nester. Me and my husband Jeff purchased a 7 acre plot of land to work and have some fun with. Now that our kids are out of the house, it gives us something to do so that we don't drive them crazy. And I'm so glad you joined us here. If you're in that empty nest stage, you're looking for something to kind of keep your time full, and you no longer have your family at home with you to take care of, it can kind of be a sad time. It can kind of be a lonely time. And so this is just some of the things that my husband and I have started doing. So many of you know we started off as purchasing this property with the intention of having a little farm. And we do have chickens. We've had chickens the entire time we've been here. However, we have trouble growing much because of a buckthorn project that we had to do. So we have removed a lot of buckthorn from our property, and in the process have created a little ski trail for ourselves. And now we're starting to really work on the garden. And so this is what the video today is about. I'm in zone 4B, and my husband and I have started doing a lot of seedlings here to start our little garden. And so this is just basically a kind of an intro to what we've been learning as we've been doing this the last few years. And so for zone 4B, we're looking at a planting window of probably mid-May. And so I did start our tomato seeds this year inside in mid-March, and they are doing amazing. And I'm going to show you the video here of how our seedlings look here today on March 30th. It's really amazing how quickly they have grown here. So let me show you that here. So as you can see, I have done a 36 cell tomato cucumber seedling packet here. So we have these pickling cucumbers, and then we have just the standard cucumber slicer cucumbers right here. We have some cherry tomatoes, we have some beefeater tomatoes, and they are all doing fantastic. They are screaming for more room. And so what I'm going to be doing here today is just potting these up, and I'll go through a little kind of tutorial of what I've learned in regards to potting up some seedlings here today. Okay, so I have the beefsteak tomatoes in, and one quick thing that I do want to mention, like I said, you don't have to be real careful with these. They pretty much will grow in any conditions. The one thing that will cause some problems, some disease with your plants is if these lower leaves are touching the soil. It can cause all kinds of problems with your tomatoes. So one suggestion I would have is just go ahead and just take off those lower leaves, just pinch them off. And you can continue to do that throughout the season. Pinching off those lower leaves prevents the plant from getting diseases from being too close to the soil. Your plant will be just fine. There are going to be some more tomato tips and tricks as these tomatoes get bigger, as far as, do you take the suckers off? Do you let them go? Indeterminate tomatoes versus determinate tomatoes, what do you do? Do you top off your tomatoes? What is the best suggestions there? And so I will have more future videos on these tomatoes coming up this summer, so please look forward to those. Another really quick piece of advice: as you're going, make sure that you've made your labels. You want to label everything very clearly so you know which tomatoes are which. Once you get them separated out, it's very difficult to tell a tomato, like a cherry tomato, from a beefeater tomato. The leaves maybe are slightly different, but really a tomato is a tomato. If you try to do one of those picture me apps where it kind of tells you what you have planted, it's just going to say tomato. So make sure you label your tomatoes, be as specific as possible. So I have some Cherokee purples that I planted this year. I really want to know what I'm putting in the ground, because I want to put more of those in than, say, a cherry tomato, just a standard cherry tomato. I might just do a couple of those. I have 23 cherry tomatoes here, so I definitely will be getting those out to friends and family who would love to grow a cherry tomato either on their patio or in their gardens. So lots and lots of volunteers this year as far as getting extra seedlings, way more than I could have asked for. So very successful year so far. We're still 2 months out from really getting to the point where we can put them in the ground. So everything's an experiment. Everything is just collecting data. So I may have started these way too soon. We'll have to see how it turns out. Once we get to the planting time, these might be huge plants. By the time I am ready to put them in the ground, they may already be flowering, but I will keep you posted and let you know how it goes. Again, thank you so much for joining my channel, and have a great day.